Hello and welcome everyone to Immigration Talk Show. I'm your host Sam and you're watching Daily Immigration Dose that is streaming live at 4 p.m. EST. We are live on YouTube and available on LinkedIn, Facebook and on X as well. So please go ahead, like, share and subscribe to our channel and make yourself updated regarding all the news that's happening in the world of immigration. And before diving into our today's topic, let me read out this very important disclaimer. That is, by watching our videos, you agree and understand that the information shared is actually not a legal advice, and all the information that we are sharing in today's session is just our casual exchange of ideas. So make sure to take it all the information or the discussion in a very light way and do not take it as a legal advice. All right, friends, after this very important disclaimer, also, once again, back everyone to Immigration Talk Show. And today, the topic that we are going to have a discussion is about Modi-Musk meeting, a boost for Indian tech talent in the US. So we all know that 12th and 13th February, Musk and Modi, Prime Minister Modi, have been a meeting over there in Washington D.C. And there are certain things that they have been discussing regarding innovation and regarding space exploration as well. What it is, how it's going to be impactful, and what the discussion was all about. We are going to have a very insightful information in today's session. Stay tuned and also make sure to watch this session till the end. And the best part is you can also participate in this session not only by commenting but by also dialing this number that is on the screen 43425 with the access code 988888. So this is the number with the access codes. Please join us. We'll be really happy to have you here and let us know about your status. Let us know about what you guys are looking towards this session and also what problems you guys are facing. And before talking on today's episode and before delving into our today's topic, let me also welcome my co-host Napasa Pradhan. So thank you, Napasa, for being here. And how are you doing?
Thank you so much, Sam. It's always good to be here with you, and I'm looking forward for today's discussion as well.
Absolutely. And with that, today, friends, we are talking about Modi-Musk meeting, a boost for Indian tech talent in the US. So we will have a deep discussion on it, but before that, let me go through some important news updates. So I have some news, and firstly, I'll say, then after me, Napasa will go ahead. So Denver public schools sues Trump over ICE agents in schools. So in Denver, public schools has filed lawsuit against the Trump administration over a policy that allowing ICE agents in schools. The district serving over 90,000 students claims the policy has reduced attendance and also forced schools to shift resources. About 4,000 students are immigrants, and many families fear immigration enforcement on school grounds. The lawsuit challenges the Department of Homeland Security, that is also known as DHS, for not explaining the rule change, which lifted past restrictions on immigration enforcement in schools. Denver seeks to protect students' right to attend school without any fear. Until now, there hasn't been any comment from Trump's administration yet. Moving ahead with my next news, and that's again a very important one, that Trump administration may use defense funds to speed up deportation. So the Trump administration is considering a major move to speed up immigrant arrest and deportation by using Defense Department funds. According to sources, the plan would involve hiring private contractors to expand detention facilities and also provide more planes and staff for deportation flights. The administration is reportedly unhappy with the current pace of deportations and wants to boost efforts, as this could mean more tense, faster transportation, and also expanded detention centers across the US. There could be legal challenges also to using defense funds for immigration enforcement, but the administration is pushing forward with plans under emergency declaration. So, friends, these were some of the news updates from my end. And Ipasa, please go ahead and share some more with us.
Thank you so much, Sam. Absolutely, yes. I also have a few step up to reassure students amid immigration raids, fears in school. Well, in the wake of increased immigration enforcement, teachers across the US are stepping in to support anxious students and families. Well, with the Trump administration removing protections that once kept immigration agents away from schools. Many students now live in fear of raids. In New York, a 6-year-old student frequently asked to visit the school nurse, worried her mother wouldn't be there to pick her up due to potential deportation. And teachers are working to make sure students feel safe, offering emotional support and guidance as well. Schools are also educating parents on their rights and legal procedures. Immigration agents must follow. Despite no confirmed reports of raids in schools, anxiety is rising, leading to lower attendance in some areas, and educators like those in Malden, Massachusetts, um, are especially concerned, describing the atmosphere as tense and uncertain. Teachers are preparing themselves and their students, hoping to prevent further trauma and reassure children during this difficult time. This next news update is about immigration, which splits New Jersey Democrats in governor's race. The New Jersey governor's race is showing divisions among Democrats over immigration. In recent debate, candidates took different stances on how to handle undocumented immigrants. Milwaukee Mayor Ras Baraka criticized Josh Gottimer for supporting a law that requires ICE to detain undocumented immigrants with criminal records. Jersey City Mayor Steve Fulop called the law dangerous and said it weakens state authority. Mickey Sherrill voted against the law and called for immigration reform and better border security. While the candidates all oppose Trump's deportation plans, their different views on immigration could shape the primary and upcoming election as well. So, these were a few news updates from my end. And with that, friends, yes, today's topic of discussion is a very, very important one as well. Modi-Musk meeting a boost for Indian tech talent in the US. What do you think is the scene out there, especially that Modi and Musk are meeting? Yes, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Singh Modi and Elon Musk, of course. It's a very important day, and many people have been looking forward to news, more news, better news, and at least they want to know about the opportunities they have or the options they have, especially with regard to the Indian tech talent in the US. So, Sam, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think that the meeting was right and that it's going to have a lot of good news for India?
Well, it's too early to say anything about like how it could be, but till now, we have been seeing that Narendra Modi, Prime Minister, has tweeted and said in a very good way that he had a very great meeting with Elon Musk, and Donald Trump is also about to have a great meeting with them. And currently, I mean, they have been a very great discussion regarding space technology, regarding their innovations, and also how different things are going to happen in India. So, absolutely, I mean, we could expect something good in India as well regarding technology, regarding businesses as well. And as Musk met, Prime Minister Modi at Blair House in Washington D.C., and two leaders have discussed very important topics, mostly regarding economic partnership and technology as well. So we have been seeing a lot of, maybe we can see a lot of changes in terms of technology and innovations as well. And yeah, I think that's what mostly happened in the meeting. And they have been talking mostly about different things, like they talked about space, technology, innovation. And also, the great thing was very interesting that Musk came up with his children, and they were there and giving the meeting a very personal touch. And also, Modi shared his vision on minimum government, maximum governance. This means that he is more into giving, making it easier for businesses to grow in India. And this meeting could also lead to Tesla's expansion in India, also, and maybe more collaboration in space exploration. So these were some gist that happened in this meeting, and we have been discussing in quite a detailed way. how these things happened and what it could lead to India. So yeah, I think this was quite a gist that happened in the meeting.
Right, Sam. Right, Sam. Very rightly put. And we'll just have to keep looking for more updates so we know exactly what the future holds for India and US and the relationship together.
Mhm.
So, folks, yes, you can also be a part of this show by commenting wherever you're watching us. But best thing is you can call us. You can call us on this number 425-436-6335, and the access code is 988-888. So, I mean, a lot has been happening, and if you um, really look at the news and what it has, I really hope that it's some good news coming up, of course.
It
Um,
do. We can hope, but with that, I think Nepasa, I should also give another aspect of today what happened, and I think let's move ahead with that as well. So I think, friends, yeah, we all know that Prime Minister Modi on a two-day visit to the US, and one of his key meeting was with Elon Musk, who is the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX as well. And this was very good news after quite a long time, because we have been seeing that few days back only, India got a very bad news about 104 Indian illegal immigrants have been deported. And there was quite a controversial thing that happened in Indian government as well, that they are not agreeing with the fact that how Trump's administration has put the illegal immigrants in handcuffs and shackles. So a few days back, it was quite a tough time for Indians as well, and it wasn't a very favorable moment. And mostly people weren't liking this fact with Trump's administration, but currently, with 2 days visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, it shows that they are giving more importance to the future, to the upcoming years also, regarding businesses, regarding innovation. So this is again a very good news that we are seeing here, and this meeting also took place at a very special location. That was Blair House in Washington D.C. just before meeting Donald Trump. Then Prime Minister Modi also sat with Musk to discuss some big ideas. And here's also something very interesting, that Elon Musk brought along his three young children to the meeting. And it's very rare to see kids in such important talks, because Nepasa, whenever there's a very official meeting, then it's always such a perfectly dressed gentleman over there. But Musk also brought his kids, and that shows, that added a nice personal touch to this meeting between two world leaders in technology and innovation. And yeah, I think over there, Prime Minister Modi and Elon Musk talked about different things like space exploration, electric vehicles, and technology. And absolutely, I mean, they both are very much passionate about bringing more technology and making India and US, I would say, world leaders in technology. And that's what their main agenda was in talking in today's meeting. Yeah.
Right, Sam, right. Thank you so much for bringing that up. And absolutely, when we talk about Indian talent in US tech industry, I think it's like a very good combination because it's something we have been seeing very frequently from a long time now. And of course, with Modi's discussions with Elon Musk, this definitely could lead to better opportunities for skilled Indian professionals as well. And yes, um, US India relations might shape the future of work and innovation. So I'm sure that this is going to be very beneficial for Indian migrants in the US as well. But at least we will get to know, no matter what the news is, we will get to know, have a clearer picture on where we stand really. And apart from that, also like the visit today, setting the stage, like you've mentioned. So, yes, including talks with US National Security Advisor Michelle Waltz and Republican leader Vivek Ramaswamy as well. It was much anticipated, this meeting. I think we were all looking forward to it because I mean, yes, meeting with President Donald Trump at the White House and, trade, defense, immigration, everything is, I'm sure all these 3 points are at least going to be some of the most prioritized ones this
Mhm.
time. So, yes, and Musk also plays quite a role in all these conversations. So, I think, yeah, we have. We have to just wait and watch now.
Absolutely, because Napasa, we have been seeing that how Donald Trump is also having a very great and very close relation with Elon Musk, who is like a great in technology and is the founder of Tesla and SpaceX. So I think now in 2025, as people are upgrading themselves, they are understanding that it's not about anything else, but it's more about which country has more technology and how much advanced is that country in technology, right? And that's how I would say the country has its reputation. If the country is having a good technology and good business people are over there, then I think that's simply understandable that that country is, I would say, rising up and making itself a much better country, growing country. So it's also that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is trying to make India a better one, not only in terms of different ways, but also in terms of technology and businesses. Because lately he also said something about minimum government, maximum governance. And in this meeting, also Prime Minister Modi talked about like how India is making big changes, to improve how the government works. So his focus is on something that is called minimum government and maximum governance, and this means that he wants the government to do only what's necessary and give more freedom to businesses and innovators to grow. So this is a very positive thing that we have been seeing in 2025, and that too in the beginning of this year, because there will be more entrepreneurs, there will be more businesses, there will be more companies. So it shows a very great thing that now Indian government are also putting importance to businesses and also giving equal importance not only to the different corporate people but also the entrepreneurs, because most of the time the entrepreneurs they have to immigrate themselves, especially to the US for their businesses, because they thought that US is the only place or is the only way where they can have growth in their business. But I think maybe in 2025 or maybe in the upcoming years, they don't have to look for some other places. Maybe India would be so developed, maybe India would be so developed in terms of technology or in businesses that they have to, expand their business here itself only. What do you think about it?
Well, of course. I mean, who wouldn't love days like that, right? Where you feel so welcomed in your own country and you have so much talent that your country can even provide resources for you to succeed. So why not? I mean, who wouldn't love that? Of course, like we have to change the mentality of our Indian homes as well, where they think that, oh, only when our son or daughter goes out and abroad, or especially to America, that they are successful, So let's hope for the best, and I'm sure that good days are coming for India as well. So
Absolutely.
yeah, when you talk about U.S. tech industries demand, and Indian talent, this also has a very long history, right? We have always seen, that the U.S. tech industry has historically relied also on highly skilled Indian professionals. Not just Indian professionals, but highly skilled professionals, right? And Indians were many also included. So, particularly if you talk about artificial intelligence, if you talk about semiconductors, or even engineering for that matter, software engineering, companies like Tesla, SpaceX, and they're also expanding their operations. So, I think it has been there very much in the history, very evident, and seems like it's still going to continue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And with that, I would say that I can see Dipti's comments. So thank you so much, Dipti, for being here and participating in this session. We'll soon take up your comment, but before that, let me also let our viewers know about like what PM Narendra Modi has shared in his Twitter account. And shortly after the meeting, most of the people were asking, the reporters were there, and so many journalists were there, and they were asking from Elon Musk and Prime Minister Modi also, how was the meeting, what was the agenda, and how did it all go? So we can see on his Twitter, that was on X, that he shared and he said that had a very good meeting with Elon Musk in Washington D.C. And there he also shared something that what all he discussed on major issues like space, mobility, technology, and innovation. And he said also that he talked about India's efforts towards reform and furthering minimum government, maximum governance. And it's clear that this meeting was a big step in bringing India and the world closer through technology. So this was really a great thing and a very positive thing. And moving ahead, also, this meeting with Musk was very, I would say, a part of a very busy schedule from Prime Minister Modi as well. Because earlier that same day, he met with different people, different officials like U.S. National Security Advisor Michelle Walls, along with Indian officials like Ajit Doval and External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. He also met with Tulsi Gabbard, who was recently appointed as the U.S. Director of National Intelligence. And Vivek Ramaswamy also, he met an Indian entrepreneur. So these were certain officials whom Prime Minister Modi already met on that day. And after that, he had a meeting with Elon Musk. And it doesn't stop there. I mean, after that meeting, we are still waiting what could make us more aware about when he's going to meet with President Donald Trump. What more changes can we see? What more exciting news we would like to cover? And they are going to talk more about trade and defense, and as these are very important areas for both the countries. So yeah, I think we should wait for Donald Trump's meeting as well. Until now, as whatsoever the meeting took place with Elon Musk, we have discussed, and yeah, I think this is all from my end. And Pasa, would you like to add on, or would you like to let us know more about this topic?
Yeah, I mean, just talking about global tech giants, including Musk, they're heavily investing so much of their money in artificial intelligence, or whether you talk about electric vehicles,
Mhm.
and how can India and US collaborate, in these new fields or the next new wave that's coming up, for the technological advancements. So I'm sure there are so many questions everybody's thinking. Also, talking about the deportations as well, trade and technology discussions are, of course, crucial. It's going on very much. But another thing, a very important issue in immigration is also immigration, right? And just ahead of Modi's visit, the Trump administration also deported 104 Indian illegal immigrants as well. So I'm sure that there's a lot going to be spoken about. We'll just have to wait to see what happens next. So, I mean, policies are now in different places. We'll just have to check if they're going to get aligned soon and, talk about India-US relationship. I'm sure Musk's influence also is going to be having a quite an impact, whether you talk about fairer immigration policies
Mhm.
or the importance of skilled professionals and how to cater to them. So this will be there for sure. And I think with that said, we'll have to take up some of our comments from our viewers out there. Thank you so much, friends, for joining us with your questions, with your comments. And I think we should read some of them. Let's take up Dipti's comment. On Thursday, when Modi arrives at the White House, he'll be among a handful of leaders visiting Trump in the first weeks of his second presidency. The leaders are expected to address the touchy topic of tech friendly H 1B visas, along with trade and defense. Yes, that is expected, Dipti, and we'll just have to see because, of course, H1B season is almost here as well. March is coming, and when you talk about trade, also financial years for India as well is ending, I think. And March seems to be a very, very crucial month. So I'm sure we are going to hear a lot of changes coming up. Or I think by March at least, things will unfold in a better way. We'll have a better scene, idea of the scenario out there as well. Right,
Right.
Sam?
And also, Nipasa, I think, as Dipti commented here, and she said that first week of his second presidency, I mean, absolutely. One side, we can see that how difficult time the India is having with terms of deportation, with terms of illegal immigrants, and that too coming from US. And on the other side, we can see how President Modi is visiting with President Donald Trump. Right, so there are two ways and there are two sides of this thing, and we can see if one thing is letting us down, then another thing is also making us up. right? So it's like balancing, and it's completely acceptable. And earlier, before like what the deportation rules and what the deportation things were happening, we really had this misconception that maybe India and US may don't have such a good relation, or the relations may be strained, or there will be some hostile relation. But I think after this meeting, we can see that there are lots of positive things, and we can hope, that these deportation cases are not affecting India and US relations. So this is a good sign, and this is a positive sign. And we can also hope that maybe there will be a better chance for the H1B workers as well in this upcoming year, because I'm sure, when there will be meeting, obviously immigration is a very important topic to discuss on, especially when Indian Prime Minister and US Prime Minister and President is meeting. So they are definitely going to have a great discussion on immigration, and for sure, definitely H1B workers will see a very, I would say, a positive changes in the 2025. That's up to my perception. That's what I think, and hope so as well. Yeah.
Yes, yes, for sure. Sam,
Yeah,
why
Nepal.
don't you go ahead and read out the next comments?
Sure. So here is K. Vishwanathan, and K. Vishwanathan has been commenting. I think most of the webinars we have been seeing his comments. So thank you so much, Vishwanathan. It would be really great if you could join us on the given number, and join us on this call by dialing 425 with the access code 9888888. And he is asking that, do you see any delays in L1 petitions post renewal of I-129 Prem? Okay, so I think, Vishwanathan, I would suggest this question to one of our attorneys, because I am not an expert to answer this comment, because I think I do have to do a lot of research, and I don't want to mislead you regarding any misinformation. So please, I would say that we are definitely going to take up this question with our attorney, as we regularly have live shows with the immigration attorney, and watch those webinars, participate there as well, and you'll gain a lot of information regarding your problems or regarding your questions as well. With that, I can see another very interesting comment that Vishwanathan has posted, and it is, Modi is a Chanakya. Elon wants money and will drive him to space investments, and Trump on money. Tulsi is Vivek drive, sentiment that USA pride. Oh, wow. So innovative and so creative. Thank you so much, Vishwanathan, for this, I would say, extremely different and exciting comment. And Modi is a Chanakya. I would like to have a discussion on this. Napasa, do you think Modi is a Chanakya?
What is a Chanakya? If you can just elaborate more, Sam.
What?
I'm not sure what it is. I would be more misleading if I would comment on that.
All right, all right. Okay, that's okay. I think Chanakya was okay. That's okay. That's okay. And he was actually the mastermind. He was actually a kingmaker of Chandragupta Maurya. So he was had this a very brilliant mind. He wasn't a king, but he was a kingmaker. And that's what Vishwanathan is referring to Modi by saying that he might be a kingmaker and Elon wants money. So this is something that he is giving a very obviously a good compliment, and maybe he is also saying that Modi is a very great person and mastermind behind all these things. So yeah, I think thank you so much, Vishwanathan, for putting up this comment, and it was really great having you. Yeah, Napasa, please go ahead and let's have a discussion on Rahul's comment.
Sure, Rahul is saying here are 3 points about Modi's visit to the US: immigration and H-1B visas. Okay, one is immigration and H-1B visas. Trump's administration has been divided on H-1B visas, with Elon Musk supporting them, while others like Defense Corporation. Trump wants India to buy more US weapons, with India expected to spend $200 billion modernizing its armed forces in the next decade. Well, that's a very interesting perspective as well. And the key points that Rahul has shared, well, we'll just have to wait and watch to what they really come to be. Yeah, so immigration definitely is going to play a very important aspects as well. But apart from this, tech and also defense. So they're going to be speaking a lot about that. So yeah, thank you so much. And we have more comments from El Vishwanathan. Would you like to go with them, or should we take a short break right now and come back and read them soon after the short break?
Absolutely. But Vishwanathan, it would be great if you could join us on call. Please dial this number and let's have a great discussion, have a great conversation as you commented here about the second comment was really interesting. So please go ahead and dial this number. We are just having a quick break and we'll be right back. So don't go anywhere, friends. Watch this webinar and it will be really helpful. It will be really insightful. Me and Napasa are coming back just after a moment, so don't go anywhere and keep watching Immigration Talk Show. Hello and welcome everyone to Immigration Talk Show. I'm your host Sam and joined by my co-host Nipasa Pradhan. And today we are having a very great discussion on Modi-Musk meeting, a boost for Indian tech talent in the US. So till now, we have got to know that what else the discussions have been between Prime Minister Modi and Musk, and we also got to know that how India will be or what the future looks like, and how much international relations are affecting in USA and between USA and India. So yeah, there have been a lot of discussion that we have been doing till now, and we are also live on YouTube, and we are available on LinkedIn, Facebook, and on X as well. So friends, join us in this platform and like, share, and subscribe to Immigration Talk Show so that you can be updated yourself regarding anything that's happening in the world of immigration. And we'll be more than happy to make yourself update, not only in terms of daily immigration dose, but we also come with daily immigration news. So yeah, I think by liking, sharing, and subscribing, you can make yourself updated. So with that, thank you so much, Nepalsa, also, and we are here for a discussion. So I think let's get back to our viewers' comment as we have been taking Rahul's comment, Dipti's comment. So let's take K. Vishwanathan again, and K. Vishwanathan is here with another comment. And that's what he's saying, that L1A petition filed 127 post, that new form I-17. No response yet. Answer continue, not now. When you have a L1 session you planned, I am with a large complaint, but we'll talk to you, sis. Okay, we'll be waiting. But thank you so much, Vishwanathan, for your comment. And here's another comment. L1, we can't switch the attorneys, right? Um, I think I'm not pretty much sure about this question, but Nepasa, do you have any idea about this? That L1, we switch to the attorneys?
I'm also not very sure about this, but of course, if you have your legal representative, uh, if you have one already, why are you going to the next one? I think you should, but of course, it's still your choice. But still, I think we should be more sure. And K. Vishwanathan, thank you so much for your questions today. And they do need an expert to answer all of these. So we should note them down, right, Sam? And maybe bring up when attorneys join us, or why don't you join us as well, with these questions. Don't forget to hit the bell icon, and whenever we have webinars with attorneys, you could be notified and you could join us with these questions. I'm sure we will have better answers from them.
Absolutely. And I think there's something that we would also like to let our viewers know by sharing the screen. So, Control, please go ahead and yeah, please share the video.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Immigration Talk Show. Today, we're diving into a high stakes meeting between two major world leaders, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and former US President Donald Trump. With trade tensions and immigration concerns on the table, this meeting could have some serious implications for US India relations. So, Modi and Trump have had a pretty friendly relationship over the years. They've called each other friends, shared grand public events, and even boasted about their country's close ties. But behind the scenes, there's been friction, especially when it comes to trade and immigration. Trump has been vocal about what he sees as India's unfair trade advantages. He's criticized India's high tariffs, and last year alone, India ran a $46 billion trade surplus with the U.S. That's a number that Trump, who views trade deficits as a sign of economic weakness, isn't too happy about. And let's not forget, India is the biggest source of unauthorized migrants to the U.S. outside of Latin America. So what's Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's game plan? Well, Indian officials have hinted that they're looking to ease tensions by making some strategic moves. They're in talks to buy more American energy, invest more in U.S. defense equipment, and even lower tariffs on certain American products, like bourbon and pecans, which, by the way, are mostly produced in Republican states. Smart move, right? On the immigration front, Modi has also made some concessions. He's agreed to take back Indians who are deported from the U.S., even though this hasn't played well domestically. Just before this trip, over 100 Indians were sent back on a U.S. military plane, sparking major backlash in India. Reports of mistreatment, including migrants being shackled, only made things worse. And then there's the legal drama. The Indian government is looking to move past some Biden-era legal issues, including accusations of an assassination plot against a U.S. citizen and fraud charges against billionaire Gautam Adani, a close ally of Modi. Will these topics come up in their discussions? At the end of the day, both Prime Minister Modi and President Trump are strong leaders who prioritize what benefits their countries, and let's be real, what plays well with their political bases. This meeting is about finding common ground, but don't be surprised if there are still some lingering tensions. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next one!
Well, I think that was pretty well understandable and in a very great way, in a very detailed way. I think our viewers are getting to know about this topic in a much better way.
Right, right, Sam, and thank you so much for that video. And I think with that said, do you have anything more to share? What do you think, Sam, is going to happen? Like this, he's still going to be meeting President Trump.
I think, yeah, there will be more things that we can see in this time because it's not stopping over there. And after meeting with Musk, also, Modi is about to meet with President Donald Trump, and their talks will focus more on trade and defense and on immigration as well. And in this year, maybe we can see some changes regarding the immigration policies, maybe regarding trade, tariff, and defense as well. And these three are the major topics, major areas for both the countries. And President Trump is also pushing for a fairer trade agreement with India and deeper military cooperation also between these two countries. This means that more businesses and strongest defense ties in the future. So these are something that's happening and that may we see. And also, India and US already work closely in many areas, including defense and technology. And with this meeting, I think we will be more hopeful for more agreements and more cooperation between the two nations. And the focus is obviously making sure that trade is fair, tariffs are there, and how much tariff will be there, if they will be there, and the both countries benefit equally. And also, ensuring that they work together on military projects as well. And yeah, I think this we can expect after the meeting. And these are something great points. These are something that good hopes. And our viewers, they shouldn't be disheartened. They should be hopeful. They should be uh, yeah, lively that, of course, the future is going to be bright and the future is going to be, I mean, it will be challenging, but the opportunities won't be closing there. There will be opportunities coming up, and of course, with challenges, but that's how you have to be resilient and you have to be, tough enough to go ahead and face every challenges. Yeah,
That's true. That's true, Sam, and you've put it very in a very good way. Also, like friends, I really hope that after this meeting, there is going to be some meaningful change, and that we're going to see the change as soon as possible, because there are already a lot of hurdles, and let's see how it goes. Whether hurdles continue, or will there be limited opportunities for Indian talent, or it's going to bring better changes, of course, meaningful change rather. And the sooner the better, right? So we'll look forward for it with a positive mind and hopeful hearts. So, yeah, let's do that, friends.
absolutely. And with that, Napasa, I think we already shared a lot of information in today's episode, and I think majorly we shared, what's happening in the meeting and what we all can expect with this meeting. So with that, I think yeah, we got to know that the two most important leaders, they talked about space, technology, and innovation. And also, we could see Musk children were there, giving the meeting a very personal touch. Then Modi also shared, Prime Minister Modi shared his vision on minimum government, maximum governance. That means making it easier for businesses to grow in India. And we can see a positive sign for entrepreneurs as well in this upcoming year. And this meeting could also lead to Tesla's expansion in India. And this is something of great news because they were also talking about electrical vehicle to have in India and more collaboration in space exploration. And Prime Minister Modi is also set to meet President Trump to talk about trade and defense deals. So, yeah, I think this is the gist and this is the conclusion that we have in today's discussion. And I think, yeah, that's all. It's almost time, and I think we should wrap up. What say?
Yes, absolutely. I think keep the comments coming. Let us know what you think. Whether whether the meeting is going to be a boost for Indian tech talent in the US or not. Let us know what you think, friends, in the comments. And even if you're watching this after the stream has ended. Also, please do not forget to subscribe to us. Our handle is at Immigration Talk Show. We are on YouTube. And all you have to do is hit that bell icon so that whenever we have discussions or some new updates, you're notified and you watch them. Also, friends, we are on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, that is X, and on Instagram as well. Do check us out, follow us, connect with us, and we are Immigration Talk Show. Thank you for joining us today. Yes, once again, this is Daily Immigration Dose, which comes up Monday to Friday around 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So, looking forward for another session tomorrow.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much for joining.